What's happening, Internet fam? So I wanted to go ahead and show you part of the design for the openairships.com initial model. This is the overall model here. This is from the top, this is from the bottom, and this is from the side. So here's the top of the airship here, and as you can see, this is to scale here. There's a guy here sitting in a lounge chair kind of, and you can see there's a spiral staircase that's going to go down through the substructure, and also this whole area is kind of like a patio on the rooftop here. Now the top of this whole airship is going to be covered in solar cells, so I haven't done any texturing or anything yet on this model. Obviously I'm just kind of giving a basic overview of the shape. We've been a lot more interested in building the design of the shape and actually trying to make one of these fly than making it look pretty. Okay, coming down into the superstructure of the airship, you can see the spiral staircase is going to go all the way from the sun deck down into the living quarters below. We haven't done any of the structural interior yet. This is just a model for design and scale. It's not really ready for 3D printing quite yet. Okay, moving down into the cabin now, you can see there's going to be like a kitchen counter area there, and there's going to be a small fridge and a stove and everything you need to be able to cook yourself a meal there on this little pedestal here. In front of the kitchen you see there's a full king-size bed, a large couch, and a very large screen, either projection screen or television screen. A group of couches for kind of like a sitting room, living room over there. This is a desk over here, kind of a desk of the future. We're going to have 3 giant monitors, and your desk is going to control all those. And then over there, those are initially just kind of to scale to show what clothing racks would look like over here. These are supposed to be clothing racks. So this is what it's going to look like inside the airship, coming down that spiral staircase from the patio up on top. And here's a close-up of that little kitchen area with a person there to scale. I think this person was supposed to be 6 feet tall, so counters might be a little tall. The beds might really, everything might be a little bit tall if that person's 6 feet tall. In fact, I think that's the case. Everything needs to be smaller. But again, this is just a concept. This isn't what we're going to actually actively print right at the moment. But as you can see, the stairs keep going down. So let's go ahead and take a look down there. Okay, down here on the lower level, you see we're going to have a bathroom area and also a shower area and some kind of industrial areas, a laundry probably be down here, that kind of thing. Then at the bottom of the airship, this stairwell is going to extend, and it's actually going to come up and down and collapse or decollapse as you're landing and trying to step out of the bottom of the airship. So you wanted to land on the ground or on the top of a skyscraper or on somebody else's sun deck on another airship. So as you can see, it's going to be quite a spacious compartment, but most of it's just going to be empty air. So again, we're really focused on keeping a really light weight because again, this whole craft has to basically float in the air. So that's going to be one of the main things, is making all of these components out of very lightweight components. As you can see also, there's going to be very large windows everywhere. So you're going to have like an unimpeded view in every direction while you're in this airship. And it's going to be like being at the top of the tallest skyscraper, just looking out your window and seeing everything below you, laid out below you, no matter where you are. So as far as functional design elements, here at the bottom of the airship, we're also going to have water tanks and this small sewage tank, maybe a gray water and a brown water tank. And the water tanks are going to be for fresh water, for drinking water, also for bathing, doing laundry, and also as ballast too. So if there's an emergency, you need to dump all the clean water, you'll be able to do so in that case. You'll see on the outside of the superstructure, we've got 8 large fans. Now I wanted to make these ducted impeller fans similar to the Dyson air multiplier, if you're familiar with that design. I think it might be a lot more efficient, but we're going to have to do some calculations and figure out whether we need to use fans or propellers or the Dyson air multipliers. I'm excited about the idea of Dyson air multipliers because then you could also simplify the design as far as how many moving parts you need to have. You could have much fewer moving parts and just have all of those air multiplier thrusters, if you will, be connected via a ducting system. Now, as we said earlier, the entire top of this thing is going to be solar panels, except for the sun patio where you saw the guy sunbathing there on the lounge chair by the circular stairwell. The rest of this is going to be all solar panel, and that's going to be stored in very, very large batteries or capacitors, probably a hybrid arrangement of batteries and capacitors in the bottom of the ship, where you want all the weight to be down there at the bottom of that stairwell. Also at the bottom of the ship, there's going to be an intake so that you can take in water, not just clean water or ocean water, any kind of water. And there's going to be a water purification system on there. And that's how you're going to be able to produce the hydrogen that you're going to use to make this entire thing float. Inside the superstructure is where these hydrogen ballonets are going to be in this area here. And as you can see, there's going to be ample room for very large storage areas of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen being the best lifting gas, and also having being a renewable resource. Helium is very finite on this planet. Hydrogen is basically abundant in the entire universe. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to use hydrogen. People get upset and they think, oh, it's not safe, it explodes with oxygen. That's true. We're going to have the hydrogen ballonets in here, and we're going to have several of them, by the way, so they're going to be redundant. So if there is a failure among one of them, it won't fail. The airship still won't crash, because there will still be enough buoyancy to keep the whole craft afloat and go in for repairs. But we're also going to keep all of those hydrogen ballonates completely encased in nitrogen. That's how they do commercial hydrogen production now in plants and stuff like that. So that's a quick overview of the airship overall. Once again, if you have any kind of questions or anything like that for me, I would love to answer them. I'm curious to what your thoughts are. Any kind of feedback really at this point would be great. We are at the very beginning of the Indiegogo campaign. I haven't even made my own contribution yet, which I will be doing the next few days. But if you have any kind of questions, comments, concerns, anything, I'd love to hear back from you. So go ahead and let me know on the Discord if you would. All right, thanks, Internet fam.